Good day, everyone. I am Christine, the moderator for this webinar. I welcome everyone to today's webinar that is Trump's executive orders on DEI and disparate impact and the impact on the EEOC, what it really means. I would like to introduce our presenter for today, Dr. Susan Strauss. Dr. Susan Strauss, RN, EDD, is a national and international speaker, trainer, and consultant on workplace and healthcare violence. She conducts harassment and bullying investigations and functions as an expert. Susan has a doctorate in organizational leadership. She is a registered nurse and has a bachelor's degree in psychology and counseling, a master's degree in community health, and a professional certificate in training and development. I would now like to hand over the floor to the speaker. Over to you, Susan.
Okay, thank you. Greetings, everybody from Minnesota. This particular webinar is new, and let's look at the objectives for the webinar. We'll identify what the executive order tells federal agencies about influencing civil rights enforcement. We will define what's referred to as disparate impact theory. That's an important ingredient of this. We will differentiate between disparate impact and disparate treatment. We'll discuss how DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion policies, practices, and programs may be unlawful. And we'll list the steps that employees need to take if they experience discrimination related to DEI at work. DEI stands, of course, for diversity. Diversity is the differences that, and you all know this, that we bring to the workplace. Equity, of course, is treating everybody fairly. And inclusion is respectfully listening to everyone's contributions, their voice, their sense of belonging. And all of these are at the root of civil rights. Now, that was an executive order regarding DEI. What that means. Other executive order directives, the Attorney General and the EEOC chair are to assess any pending investigations. There's an executive order as well about disparate impact. What the executive order is to eliminate the use of disparate impact liability in all contexts. And so disparate treatment does remain. So what's the difference then between disparate treatment and disparate impact? Well, disparate treatment is when somebody is treated differently because of their protected class, and it includes all of these and more, but this is basically it. So disparate impact, let's take a look at it in more detail. It's the employer's intent is not at issue. It doesn't count. And evidence has to show, let's look at it a little bit more, not one where inadvertently it could be seen as discriminatory. Now, all of this came about during the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Disparate impact really complicates EEOC's diversity focus. But that's what's happened before. DEI policies could be motivated by any protected class. New DEI mandate also includes affirmative action, but right now it does not apply to private. The factors that would make harassment and discrimination illegal and or other protected classes. Then you've got all these federal and state laws. Let's look at LGBTQI protections. And just as a rundown, sex is determined at conception, and that it prohibits using any federal funds to promote gender ideology. Who can be impacted then by DEI discrimination? And part-time employees. So again, under Title VII, DEI can still be unlawful. Or if you're using quotas, can the DEI training create a hostile environment? According to DEI mandate, may violate Title VII. Why are employees getting rid of DEI anyway? Because of Trump's executive order. Some organizations are rebranding DEI. They're just not calling it. What do you do if you experience DEI discrimination? Okay, so that's what you do, inform HR. The government's willingness is to target the alleged discrimination. It's, like I said, maybe a matter of time. So what's next anyway? Well, we don't know. And then policies and practices will be challenged. So I wish you well with all of that. And thank you for joining us. I hope that you all learned from this and gained some increased knowledge. And I hope you have a good rest of the day. And Christine and Victor, thank you as well. And I appreciate the opportunity. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Susan, for the great presentation. Bye-bye.